So hello everyone, welcome back to another video today. And today I won't take a lot of time for you because I was seeing the YouTube analytics survey, and there I saw that a lot of you are not being watching the video completely. So I guess there's some problem from my end. That was just my first video, so I guess this video is going to be better for you. So as I mentioned in the last video that I was going to create another video for all of you, and I thought that let's make a video in what will be the complete roadmap for you and what are the books that you are going to follow. Okay, so in this video, let me tell you from the beginning, this video is not at all sponsored. These are from my own experience. It might not be updated, but let me tell you, this was the path, and these were the books that I had followed in my last in my session. Okay, so first of all, I will if you want, I will share this document link from Google Drive, but if you want, and then let us just see. So in the beginning, I have made this planner. I had made this planner like this, but I did not divide it into stages. That was one of the greatest problem which I had made in my time. So I have divided this video into three stages, right? Like your session, you're going to see it is stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. So right now what I want is you might copy this or you might print out whatever it is, but let me tell you, you have to write your plan here. And this is what I had written because I was a Japanese anime fan, but you can just write any other language that suits you or that like bring something hot in you, right? Then let's go. So beginning first with maths. Okay, so in maths, I these are all the chapters, right? You know, real numbers, polynomials, pair of linear equation, quadratic, arithmetic progression, coordinate geometry, triangles, circles, trigonometry, some application of trigonometry, area related to circle, surface area, volume, statistics, probability. Let me divide it properly. So first of all, you have arithmetic from the basics, real number, polynomial, pair of linear equation, quadratic equation, arithmetic progression a bit, completely, coordinate geometry a bit. So these are all which will be involving arithmetic. Okay, then geometry, you are going to start really from triangles. Triangle, circle, introduction to trigonometry, some application of trigonometry, area related to circle. Not area related to circle till then, and then you have the mensuration part, that is the area related to circle, surface area, volume. Statistics and probability are completely different. Okay, so these were all of the books that I had followed. First of all, NCRT. NCRT, like I mentioned in the last video, that NCRT is actually very important. So you are not just going to do only the exercise question answers. What I want you is, if you can get an older NCRT version of the book, it is available in Google. You can get the older version of NCRT. Actually, there are some additional exercises that CBSE has is deleting, and it is also getting deleted every year. So what I just want you to do is, you can just do the NCRT of 2021 2022, because at that time there were a lot of additional exercises, more exercises, which can be very competitive for you, and you can have a lot of question practice. And yes, then RD Sharma, a very well known book. So a lot of you might be having questions regarding that RD Sharma or RS Agrawal. Let me tell you, I had followed RD Sharma in our school also. It was told to follow, and many friends of mine I saw, like at the last time, they regretted and they were doing RD Sharma. So let me tell you, RD Sharma is a very extensive book, and so you are going to start it from the very core. Okay, so like in NCRT, like you covered one topic of one chapter. Let me tell you, not a chapter, like topic wise. Okay, so for example, let us go to trigonometry. Okay, so basically in trigonometry, introduction to trigonometry, you have three different parts, right? First is trigonometric ratios, then are the trigonometric angles and specific angles, and there are trigonometric identities. So in RD Sharma, you will get, basically there are there are two or three chapters on the facing that one chapter in NCRT. So you are going to do RD Sharma examples mostly. Exercises you might skip, but example questions, please do it. Okay, then Like Oswal book, I had also followed, and it is actually a great book because you get all of those important questions there. Then I guess if you want to drop any book, if you can't do any of these four books in the stage one, you can drop Oswal. Then exemplar, it is actually very important. Exemplar you have to do right now, and also after some after some months also you have to do exemplar again, NCRT and exemplar of maths, I'm telling you. Then stage 2. So let me tell you, stage 1 should begin, like this video I'm making in May. Let me assume that you're going to start this from June. So if you are going to start this from June, so June, July, August, September, October, these 4 to 5 months you have to do only stage 1 version of what I'm telling you. November, December is going to be completed revision and solving. January, February, and a bit of March, you are just going to keep it for sample papers and previous year papers. Okay. So competency and educart. Let me tell you, educart. I'm telling you, educart. There's a book known as Educart One Shot. So I actually did not buy it from the very early beginning, but at the end, like at the mid, I actually brought it, and that book was actually good. Let me tell you, that book actually, why I like that book is it has the versions for math, science, SST, and English. And let me tell you, it has like question answers and mind maps, and question answers also divided into section and section. Okay, so like some are competency questions, some are based from very good books, some are previous year questions, some are from the NCRT questions, some are some competency type questions. So there you are going to find out all the various type of questions topic wise. Next, competency. Competency, there are lot of resources available by CBSE for competency question practice. Competency question practice, this is free for you, like whichever book, whichever publication, like whichever from online, like whichever PDF you want from CBSE, just try to solve it. Sample paper and previous year paper. So I'm not going to discuss a lot about these sample papers and previous year papers, because let me tell you, sample papers is based on your choice. After you have solved a lot of questions, and after you have gone through a stage of all of this practice, at a point you will see other children, those who have got different publication, and you can choose which one suits you the best. Previous year papers, it is completely available by NCERT, or otherwise you can follow a book. But let me tell you, just try to do the previous year paper, completely the previous year paper, because this year I had done the previous year paper of mathematics of the last year, all the sets, and actually it helped me because one 5 mark question directly came. Okay, then science also NCRT, very important. But what I'm going to write in science is Lakshmi Singh. Actually, Lakshmi Singh is actually a very good book, S Chand or whatever you say, right? So in that book, majorly I want you to do is chemistry and physics. Biology you can drop, and Oswal, just like I mentioned, same as that one of the mathematics and science. And exemplar, it is very important for you to do, especially physics questions. Competency, yes, I told you, right, you can just follow whatever chapter you want. Educart, like whichever publication you want. Educart One Shot, the same book I'm telling you. Sample paper, previous year paper, yes. So let me just tell you which are the difficult chapters you're going to find. And like the first four chapters, chemical reaction, equation, acid, basis, salt, metals and carbonates compound, are basically from chemistry. And let me tell you, the most difficult chapter for you is going to be nothing. In chemistry, no chapter is difficult in grade 10th. Live process is going to be very difficult for you, and trust me, you will be like very happy to know that life processes you are going to get a lot of application questions. Ironical, right? So then control and coordination, how do organisms reproduce, and heredity. Heredity is the shortest chapter, but let me tell you, some amount of mathematics is required there. Then light, human eye, electricity, magnetic effects, and our environment. Our environment is just basically a bonus chapter for you. There are 2 to 3 topics that CBSE is giving questions on, and you can just trust me and do those concepts, and you can get the marks. Physics, what I'm going to tell you is do light and human eye. Let me tell you, human eye is having a bit of theory. Light, you are just going to practice and practice and practice ray diagrams and those like optical questions. Electricity is going to be a bit difficult for you because it is a new thing for you. But let me tell you, according to the questions that you're going to practice from concept from Lakshmi Singh, and questions you are going to get from all of these exemplar, competency, educard, sample papers, and all, the those concepts will also be thorough to you. And let's talk about SST. SST, you have history, civics. Again, I'm not going to repeat a lot. So the difficult chapters for you in SST is rise of nationalism in Europe. Nationalism in India might be very easy for you. Actually, there are two different types of people from two different type of profiles. Some of them are very good at nationalism in Europe, but let me tell you personally, I didn't learn a lot about French Revolution in grade 9, so I got a problem in this chapter. And let me tell you, you have to do nationalism in India and that first chapter very wisely, because a lot of questions come, 5 marks question, 3 marker question. Print culture and modern world is going to be very easy for you. And resources and development, forest, water, very easy. Once it starts about agriculture, you are going to find a bit of problems. Manufacturing industry, mineral and energy resource is all about practical understanding. Like if you know a bit of physical geography of India, you can just associate it with, okay. And in political science, you're going to have outcomes, no, not outcomes, gender, age and caste as a difficult chapter. And in economics, no chapter is difficult. So in CRT, you are going to read a lot of times in grade 10th, and that is what you are going to promise me, okay. Exam idea, okay, let me tell you why not other books and why exam idea first. Exam idea, once you open the book, let me tell you, you get a lot of MCQ questions, you get a lot of normal for 3 marker, 5 marker question, a slight of PYQs are also covered in the book, so you can just practice them also. Oswal Educart, yes, you can just keep it in the mid, and if you want to drop one book, you can just drop Oswal from here, okay. And sample paper, previous year paper, very important. Let me tell you, focus in class, because SST or let like you can do a lot of question practice, but let me tell you, in the exam some questions pop up that you are going to put 100% or 200% of your brain, and a lot of concept is going to be used. Ren and Martin, yeah, English grammar first. Ren and Martin notes is going to be followed by you, and all in one practice. You have to do both of them wisely. Let me tell you, Ren and Martin, don't buy the Ren and Martin completely, because a lot of topics are there which are not in CBSE for grade 10. Just get the printouts or Xerox of all of those chapters that are there. Ren and Martin is going to be very important for you, because let me tell you, you don't have any official grammar book for grade 10th. All in one question practice, you can do a bit. Oswal, grammar of board papers and online question answers. Okay, so in Oswal, actually grammar of board papers you are going to see, and online question answers. Yeah, a lot of there are. Let me tell you how you can just ace that grammar section. Okay, every day when you come, just you have a digital device, right? Not yours, but your parents or someone else. Let me tell you, once in a week when you are having a holiday, like the weekends, try to solve some online question answer. There are a lot of online question answer based on the topic that you are asking. You can use artificial intelligence also to generate a lot of question answers for you, and according to your level of understanding, okay. And educart and sample papers, yeah, educart one shot also provides a good some good stuff in all of those subjects. Sample papers and previous year paper, you're going to see the grammar questions first. So grammar is actually not a bit hard, but let me tell you, if you don't understand every rule properly, let me tell you what basically happen in grammar is, the if you try to use your common sense, if you try to use what sounds good, let me tell you, it won't help in grade 10th grammar. Reading and writing, previous year board papers, obviously, and a lot of questions your class teachers might be giving you. Those questions you are going to practice. Okay, reading and writing is basically completely based on your focus level. Reading is basically your focus level and interpretation, and writing is basically your vocabulary. These three aspects are going to be tested. Okay, all in one you can follow, yeah. And exam idea, let me tell you, you can just switch only all in one and exam idea, both of them are good only. Educart, yeah, Educart is actually a good book for this also. Now, literature, thorough reading, Oswald. You're going to do it in the stage one. Thorough reading, you're going to do a lot of times. And I have a trick for you in English is what you're going to do is you are going to read the chapter, then once like close your eyes and then imagine the chapter. You're going to imagine the chapter from your own brain. Okay, so you are like you have the proposal as a play, right? So that is actually very interesting play. What you're going to do is you're just going to frame some characters of like Lomov and Natalia Sharapova in your brain, and Chubukov. You won't understand this right now, but you will understand it in the matter of time. Okay, so these are like the characters and all that you are going to remember. And let me tell you, character sketch and morals and all of them, you are going to remember it completely of each chapter individually. Write it in a notebook. Okay, Oswalia question practice, Educart one shot question practice, sample papers and previous year paper. Okay, so let me tell you in English, every chapter is easy. It is just that no direct question comes out in the unlike CBSE anymore. So you're just going to use the complete understanding of yours in the chapter. The chapter is not important. What you learn from the chapter is important. What the characters do are important. More in literature, I'm talking to you about. So yeah, you can also use exam idea here because exam idea actually provides good notes for poetry. Prose you can just do all in one, or you can just read. Now let me tell you, let's just go basically to the first slide again. So what I want you is, if you actually want to achieve something, right, it is not at all difficult for you. Let me tell you, I have just come to my 11th and I have taken science, and let me tell you, 11th is actually very extensive. And let me tell you, grade 10th is actually very useful for you to showcase your like potential. Okay, so grade 10th is not at all hard, but it is not at all easy also. So if you keep on wasting time, you are just going to find yourself in the complete in the complete mess of backlogs, and at that time you won't be able to complete your like own concept understanding and books. Let me tell you, every day you have to manage what your school is giving or whatever external sources you are going to follow, and at the same time you are going to find time for you for self study. Grade 10th is nothing else other than self study. Self study is very important in grade 10th. So thank you. So it's me zooming out.